Hello guys, welcome to League Game again. I'm playing the Spanish army on their home ground advantage. Second game this time. Demon High my team again, and Gabriel and Bellonetta on the other team. So we're going to Japanese. So first time we've seen the Japanese in the competition. So it's the only time someone has used Japan in the comp really. The main reasons were because they're pretty much a risky Germany. They don't have a full game as Germany does. Germany can pretty much fight every single battle quite confidently. Not as good as the start, but their later game with the Tiger is such a great unit to fall back on if something goes wrong. With Japan, you don't really have too much other than the 75mm AA to really fall back on safely, because Japan tanks have great penetration, but they're pretty weak later on as well. So bike rush there, straight on the center. It's going to be more expensive in the next patch. Japan bike is now 75 MP instead of 60, so all the bikes more expensive. So I don't know how often I'll do it now, so interesting to see. I can still wait a bit. So if I go in assault squad for Japanese, I can't get it straight away. I'll have to wait probably a few good 5 seconds, 10 seconds or so before I can get it. 10 seconds probably. But totally ran straight into it. You can see they're not really used to the meta, the Spanish team. They just weren't running to the flags quick enough. So it's all about the speed to get to the flag. Basically most pub games you should be able to run straight to the flag with a bike and get it, but the cheese is going to be removed after the next patch. So there's an ally here flanking as well, so I'm just going to turn on him, just keeping aware of where the enemy is. So yeah, good thing about Japan has the bike too, so you can't go the light tank start as in AS1 for you AS1 guys because of the tank timers now. I think it's a minute or so, but I can get it now. So just going to start squad, waiting now for the... I don't actually buy the second squad till a bit later, also the third squad till I get, what do you call it? I can get a Haga or a Kanu. It's tail domination here. I'm going to try... See, I've got nothing much to do with my troops. I'm going to make use of it and try help Demon Hard flank his enemy over there. Since nothing's coming, I'm just going to just run all the way back there. Hide some troops around everywhere just to annoy the enemy and see what's coming really. It's no big problem. And capping behind there as well. They're being a nuisance for the enemy. Yeah, but that's the reason why Japan's not played too often. Great start game with these tanks. But yeah, middle game and end game was good. Bit of a nuisance there, as you can see. It doesn't really matter that I lost it. And yeah, the enemy's gone the Soviets. I just realised that. They're probably the worst nation to go in the game. A lot of AS1 players don't know it. People that don't really know much about AS2 that much, they go Soviets thinking it'll be better. But they've got a bit of a boost now in the next patch. Be a T-34. T-34-76 is now 20 MP cheaper. And also the KV-1 is 50 MP cheaper to 600 MP, so could be viable now. KV-1 used to be one of those units in AS1 where you just buy it as a must buy. One of the players in your team just to hold down middle game like for a long time. You can use that as pretty much a flag blocker for a while till you can afford some other things. So you can actually use them in combination with a 57 or something. Use the KV-1 to block the shots and the 57 to do the damage. Just SSD Flamer. SSD Flamer is one of those units that I was so situational. In this map it's pretty silly to buy, but yeah, to be honest I'm just mucking around now. I just want to see what I can do with it. But Kamikaze is definitely the better option because they got stealth and you get 5 of them. That's one of the things I understand with the balance in the game. With the UK, you can choose to buy the what do you call it? The scout, not the scout. What's it called? The stealth guy, 1-pointer stealth guy. The shit, got what it's called. For the Russians, you have the Spetsnaz, 1-pointer, 1 stealther, and for the UK, you have some other 1-pointer scout guy. And in Japanese, you get 5 stealth guys instead of 1, and plus the kamikaze. I like the way the kamikazes attack better than the other ones, because sometimes when you use a Spetsnaz or use a this is killing me, what is it called? Far out. It's not a scout, it's a... Oh, this is gonna kill me. I can't get it out of my head. Scout, SAS, Special Forces. Shit, I'm not gonna get it. Bumbling here. Just charging down multiple light tanks. A bit of fun. T-34 coming. That's the 76, the crapper one. I've got to get that as a priority because it shreds light tanks. Got the main gun first shot, so my job's done there. I'm not going to bother fighting with that now. Just prioritizing my attacks there. T-34 somehow bounced my hugger. Gonna hide behind there. And I'm going to try to do a sneaky APCR round shot. Probably should have sent my other tank there, but at the same time, I think I just go for it. No, I don't. Not yet. I think I just wait for it. That's all. That's why. Yeah, Soviets are underwhelming, but yeah, next patch I might have some decent play. I think I might try them out next patch in the tournament. And they got the bike. They got the PPSH. And now they may have a decent tank. And also the light tanks are actually reduced in price too, so they should be able to compete. Other than versus the P3. P3 bit of hell. I guess Germany now, the G's at 420 MP. So it's going to be quite hard to counter, I guess, T-34 as well too. So I think it's better. I think they have a good chance now, Soviets. I popped out the wrong time. I get a lucky shot here. Oh, he tracked me, but I think I ended up getting him anyway. APCR canoe. See, it's so cheap. Bloody 180 MP takes out 420 MP tank quite easily at short range. In AS1 or in most maps, get the right position. Don't really need a really tough tank. As you remember, AS2 really banking doesn't work, guys. So if you're a new player or a player that's played AS2 but just hasn't got used to spending your points, you just got to keep spending. Because when you bank, you lose the opportunity to do damage, and while it's happening, the enemy is gaining territory and gaining points. And then when you bank, the enemy also has the unit out on the field already, and they can wait for you somehow to in an ambush position. So it's not really much use to bank. I like using just basically pressing direct control and right clicking and left clicking at the same time, and it just does that basically. It's just me pressing left click, right click, left click, right click. I did actually, the best game, I've never really used SSD well other than in the R6 map Gun, where you have a low, like a hill blocking it, and then you can camp the SSD below the hill. The good thing about that is because flamers are susceptible to grenades, like AP grenades or things like that, but the SSD can't be killed by it, so you're pretty much invincible from anything except some arc fire unit or some flanking tank. But yeah, not a completely useless unit. Some games it's good. And this map is pretty useless because it's completely flat. One of the reasons why I hate these maps. Next tournament, if there is one, I would like to do the next tournament as a 1v1, but on the balance map. Sorry, not balance map, on the R6 map packs, and also the balance competitive mod, and also changing the score to win to a bit higher. So there's chances of banking. It gives the player. I want to make banking possible, because right now it's not really viable. I want 1v1s to have even the ability for you to get Pershing and to get Tigers if you want to. Not that it's going to be a good choice. Still pressuring and spamming can still win you the game quite easily, but if you can hold to, let's say, 120 points instead of 100 to win. Right now it's 67, which is, as you know, if you guys are first watching, 67 is basically equivalent to 100 to win if there's 2 spectators on the 2v2 map, because there's less flags and the points tick up slower, so it's equivalent to 100 basically. The reason why we have to have spectators is because of the DMS putting into balance protection mode. We have to, otherwise one team will have more resources than the other, which is a bit of a pain. So hopefully they fix that one day, amongst other things. I'm looking forward to the new patch. Really looking forward to it. Hopefully this Friday. I've been told possibly this Friday. Don't take my word for it. But yeah, this seems like to be the magic performance patch that we've been waiting for. But yeah, I guess we're never happy. There's still lots of issues with balance, gameplay, matchmaking, lots of things like that. So hopefully still continue to work on AS2. I do like, I know they have to work on Call to Arms to make money, but no, something about World War II. I know some people say that it's really overdone genre. Many Call to Arms, Sudden Strike, Call to Arms, Company of Heroes, Sudden Strike, Medal of Honor. But really, I think it's the most fun era where every nation has a good chance of actually winning. Because right now, if you play a modern era one, it's going to be like terrorists versus, I don't know, NATO or USA or something like that. And it's just basically one-sided. It's a bit silly on the balance. Anyway, that's the game, guys. Yeah, hopefully Soviet should be better next patch. And there's Japan in the tournament. And yeah, I'll see you around.